Okay, this is a 2-hook flapper, probably one of the most common rigs used on the beach today. It's got a multitude of uses, right from fishing for your whiting and your codling, out on the rocks, clean beaches. It can do it all pretty much, and it couldn't be much simpler. We're on a lead link, which then goes to a swivel. Going on up, we've got a crimp, bead, small swivel, bead and crimp. A little bit of play between the two to allow that swivel to move. Carrying on up, we've got exactly the same again at the top, where you've got your crimp, bead, bead, and your crimp at the top there. Again, swivel in the middle with a little bit of movement. The actual body of the rig, which is the bit that sort of holds it all together, wants to be a similar diameter to your shock leader. If you're using a 50-pound shock leader, for instance, you want to really be using a 50-pound body. The reason for that is any sort of pressure put on your line by the cast and the weight is going to be plenty strong enough, and it's not going to snap during the cast. It's a common problem that a lot of the anglers, particularly starting off, tend to make. The nice thing about the rig as well is, without it being clipped down, it's very, very simple to use, very, very simple to make, particularly if you're whiting, maybe bait up with a couple of pieces of mackerel there and pop it out.
This is a pedal rig, used throughout the country, beaches, piers, excellent rig. One of the most used rig everywhere. I like this rig for fishing long range, fishing for cod, whitings, bass. This one is clipped down to an impact lead. As it states, it's on hitting the water, the impact pushes the clip off and pushes your hook off every time, no problem. On this rig we've got a spring. What this does, when your rig comes under pressure, as you can see, the spring takes all the stretch out of your snood. On normal, because you don't use a spring, after 10-15 casts you find out your snood stretched and it won't clip down correctly for streamline casting. So the spring takes the whole lot out for you. Very good. On the component side, you have a large swivel, preferably 80-pound plus, for your casting. As you come down, you have a smaller swivel, probably 50-pound, 60-pound swivel, with a small bead onto a spring. Then you have a crimp all the way down to a clip, which clips onto your lead. On your snood, you tie your snood in, then you have your 2 hooks. I like to use a bit of tubing to hold my top hook and my pennel. It works well. Some people just like to wrap line round, but to me it doesn't mark your line, so it works well.